You know, Nigeria is such a funny country, right? And there's so much to be unpacked and so much to be done. This is someone who is accused of stealing over 50 billion naira from the coffers of the state. This is someone who has been running away from police, who has been a fugitive for a very long time, refused to appear before the court, even when he was summoned to come before the court, literally gave the judiciary middle finger for a very long time. This is someone who, when they wanted to arrest him, there was fight between police. Police were fighting of this governor, the security of the governor. We're actually fighting the other police that had come to arrest him. This is someone who, at a place resident, there were gunshots and everything, putting the lives of other people resident in Abuja in danger. He has come out, and he has finally come out of this prison. He has been arrested, arraigned, detained, taken to court. They gave him a bail, or is it 500 million naira worth of bail. He's out, and he visits his village, and they're celebrating him. Not just visit his village. This one is particularly in front of a traditional ruler. Traditional rulers are supposed to be the guardians of our custody, of our custom, of our tradition. They're supposed to be upright. I mean, you're supposed to be criminal and be afraid to appear before a traditional ruler. But here is someone who is accused of literally depleting the state, celebrating, dancing in front of a traditional ruler. You're just sitting for a moment and you're thinking, wow. And you're just thinking, wow. I've seen quite a number of videos of his before where he was dancing and all of that. I look at it, I want to talk about it. I'm like, yeah, sometimes they just don't even give energy to certain things. But just seeing this one now, where it is even in front of a traditional, ruler, it just says everything. And as I'm just thinking about it, is that, so we've gotten to a place where there are so many factors that are happening. First of all, our value system are gone. We don't have value system in Nigeria. We don't have things that you say, this is right. Like for example, people will tell you, you bring a pencil that is not your own back home, your parents are going to question you. You bring money back home, you're spending, your parents are going to question you. Now we've lost a whole lot of that. You have situation whereby children are bringing in money anyhow. Some, they know they get it through criminal ways. I mean, a country where literally there is association of parents of Yahoo, people who are doing Yahoo. You understand? People who are doing 419. People are praying for them. They're literally going to mosque. They are going to churches. They are meeting malams. They are meeting pastors to pray for their children who are doing 419 from there, so that they can hammer, so that they will get good, this thing, whatever. And they're bringing this monies in and parents are spending. You're finding little girls of 16, 17, 18, some even 15, being out there living with men, and then they're sending in monies back home. Little children, 12, 13, whatever, are sexually active with the knowledge of their parents. It's unbelievable. You're literally looking like, okay, are you still in the same world with these people? But what's going on? All because these children are able to have men who are taking care of them, and they're able to bring money home. Some of them are doing prostitution or anything. Some of them are also into fraud and stuff like that. And parents just don't mind. And it is even the child who is not bringing anything that they are always attacking. So if you look at all of this, you're like, oh my goodness, we've lost our value system. So it's all about who is it that can steal the most. In places where people are actually thinking, Yahaya Bello would not even dare show up his face with all the accusations around him. Will not even dare, should not even be in a position to dare to show up his face in Kogi State. But hey, what are we talking about? See, Delta State. Delta State has someone, James Ibori. That one even went to prison for corruption, stole a lot of the state money. But today I can still tell you, James Ibori is out of prison. James Ibori still controls the politics in Delta State. People are still fawning over him. I mean, to the extent, even when federal government were trying to fight him, the Delta State will say that, oh, none of their money is missing, he didn't steal any money. And then when he was finally convicted in UK, and recently they returned some of the money that he had looted and put in there, and Delta State is fighting that they should give them some of that money. I'm like, the money that you said was not stolen, which money, are you still talking about? But I think one of the things also is that people have dissociated so much from government, and people don't see the value of government in their lives. They don't see what use government is to their lives. And so because of that, they don't feel it when money is stolen. So it's not, they don't understand that it's their money, because in fairness to the people, if it's their money, they would have been feeling the effect. They don't feel the effect, they don't see it. So when someone steals it, they don't even know it was their money that was stolen in the first place. And then the people who are stealing it, so because they're stealing it, they're not using it for the people. And so the people can't pay. So it's a whole lot of things. There's the social contract between the people and government has been broken. Do you get? So the social contract between the government and the people has been broken in such a manner that there is no relationship anymore. So people don't even understand. They don't even know this thing. And unfortunately, our educational system also was sabotaged for this control that they now have. Because when you control the minds of the people, you have total control over them. Like, I think it's Stephen Biko that would always say that the greatest weapon of the oppressor is the mind of the oppressed. So the moment you're able to to control the minds of the oppressed, then you have the greatest weapon. You really don't need to do much. And that's basically what we see all the time, what we go through, where citizens don't even understand. So sometimes it's even you, when you're speaking up, they're like, when you're holding government accountable, when you're demanding, when you're holding this person, when you say, no, this is wrong. You've been accused of this thing. We need to find out to get this money back. They think you're just a bloody busybody who has no work and just disturbing people's peace, because that's what they say. They don't see it as their money. The same people will come to you and beg you for peanuts. Meanwhile, someone has stolen your 50 billion freaking naira. What are you doing about it? You're supporting the person. You're laughing, you're dancing, you're joking with the person. And then you're here begging for peanuts to survive. It's just such a crazy thing. But for me, one of the things that I know, and this is my own personal commitment, is that giving up will never be an option. And on this Nigerian matter, I will stand on it. I gave my word on my 40th birthday that if God gives me another 40 years, that I'm going to use it and focus on Nigeria. And I've just done 11 years of that 40 years. So I have like 29 more years to go. But one thing I will tell you for sure is that if I'm still alive, up to 80, the day I turn 80, I wouldn't even remember there was in Nigeria. I will go back to my pre 40, 40 days. But hey, we'll stand. And I do believe that Nigeria can and will work in our lifetime. So help us God. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.